Dude, Final Fantasy VII is retro. Dude, freaking, like, PS3 is retro. We've had this conversation multiple times, but where does retro end? I feel like people now are saying PS2. I feel like the general consensus is PS2 now. But I feel like some PS2 games don't feel that retro. It's just that in general, like 3D was still they were still kind of trying to figure out 3D with some PS2 games, and the camera is still kind of wonky in some PS2 games, and that's what kind of makes it feel retro. The freaking GameCube is like 480i. Because the game, it's hard to play the GameCube and not feel like it's a retro console. I'm telling you, playing Final Fantasy VIII is wild, because I remember thinking it looked so good. And granted, we're playing this upscaled on 720 or 1080 monitors. And so, like, when we zoom into the pixels and they look really ridiculous, that's why. On a CRT, all of that's, like, blurred together. So it looks a lot better. That's why, like, Cloud looked like he was missing a leg in, like, half the shots in Final Fantasy VII. It's because, like, those pixels are supposed to merge together better on a CRT, especially with scan lines. But here, every single pixel is upscaled and finite. So it looks even worse. But, I mean, the game still looked pretty bad back then. Like, Squall looked really bad back then. But to us, it was like, oh my god, this looks amazing. Vintage? I don't know. The only console that feels vintage to me is the Atari consoles. The NES doesn't feel vintage to me. Like, yeah, it's like a gray block, but the fact that it takes, like, the cartridges and, you know, I don't know, just something about it looks more modern. Like, I can have an NES sitting on my shelf, and it's not like, it doesn't look like an ancient piece of technology. It looks like a simplified Super Nintendo or a simplified game console. But, like, the Atari 2600 doesn't even look like a game console. If I had my game consoles and then the Atari sitting there and someone walked in that's never seen a video game console, they would be like, why'd you put this cassette player next to your game consoles? Like, the wood in the front and the switches, like, it doesn't even look of the same planet. I don't know what vintage means. What does vintage mean? The literal definition of vintage is the year or place in which wine, especially wine of high quality, was produced. Most antique dealers consider an item to be vintage if it is at least 40 years old. So the NES wouldn't be vintage yet, but it's almost vintage. But pretty much exactly what I said. Everything before the NES. If we're going by the technical term, then everything before the NES, which is also what I think visually makes sense. But in a couple of years, NES came out in 85, so in 4 years, the NES will technically be vintage. Alrighty, welcome back to Final Fantathon, our quest to casually let's play every mainline Final Fantasy game and some bonuses. And we're back here with Final Fantasy VIII. We're getting into the thick of it now. Today we should be able to get to the really fun Edea stuff. Before, you know, the stuff happens. Before the game starts to fall apart. But hey, it'll be a blast. Yo, we got Omnichair as well. Perfect timing. I bet you he was waiting. I bet you he was waiting for it to start. Let's go. Let's go grab Omnichair. There's the chain link chocobo. Yo, RJP. Thank you for the 2 gifted subs. All right. We got Omni Chair. We're good to go. So we just fought Norg. And honestly, I don't even remember. We fought Norg and we talked to Sid, and Sid was like, yep, I'm gonna give you no info at all. And then here we are. So I'm not even sure where we're going. I think we're about to, I think we have to go up here, and then they're gonna be like, we gotta stop this thing, or whatever. Oh, there we go. Squall! Squall! By the way, how do I sound in relation to the game? I messed with the microphone again. I think I finally figured out what that weird, like, tin canny sound was. I mean, you still hear it a little bit sometimes, but that's just when I'm, like, when the filter is taken over, but pretty good. Yeah, I think I finally figured it out. The frickin', if you have a Yeti microphone, a Yeti professional microphone, it's really nice. I like it a lot. But the gain knob on the physical gain knob on the microphone, for some reason, the default setting, like in the middle, is way too loud, and I didn't realize I had it in the middle because I was like, okay, I'll make everything default on the physical microphone, and then I'll just change everything in my settings, right? That way it's always the same. Well, for whatever reason, the middle setting on the microphone was way too loud, and I was having to bring it back so much that I was like, everything was peaking, and I turned that knob down to like the minimal, and then increase the volume through everything else, and now it sounds a lot better. I don't know why, but hey, if you have a Yeti microphone, try turning down the gain knob. I don't know why it was like that. I feel like maybe it was Windows, because like the Yeti microphone is at its default setting, but then it gets to Windows, and Windows is like, crank that up. So it's probably it's probably Windows' fault. It's almost always Windows' fault. Have you seen the headmaster around? He's at the infirmary. Sounds like trouble. What's wrong? Go to the 2nd floor deck and see for yourself. There's a ship approaching. Could be Galbanians, or worse, the sorceress might be aboard, coming to attack us. I have to tell the headmaster right away. There she goes. Yeah, it's because actual Yetis use the microphone and they like it really loud. Now it all makes sense. Is there any reason to go back to the basement? I kind of want to see. Okay. Can only go to the basement from the 1st floor. This elevator is broken. I can go play cards with Norg's dead body. Sweet. We can have a little secret club down here. Well, someone's playing a harpsichord or whatever it's called. Someone's just sitting down here playing it. Ah, okay. Little secret. Little secret. That wasn't really worth it. I think he's still in that ball. Norg's fart, yuck. Alright. Wait, this is the classroom. Can I just, like, go randomly take classes? Remember when we got the platinum and I had to sit there and do every single test? That was fun, right? That was fun times. A ship? A Gabadian ship? That's water. I see no ship. Is Headmaster Sid here? No, he's not here. Are you from Galbadia? We are Seeds. This is Adia's ship. We are Sorceress Adia's seed. What? We're coming aboard. We're unarmed. That doesn't mean anything. This is a magical world. You can use magic. Yeah, look, you're like ninjas. Please, we come in peace. Yeah, okay, we'll put everything away. We must speak to Headmaster Sid. Where is he? I'm right here. Headmaster, we've come for a loan. It's too dangerous here now. Yes, I'm afraid so. Alone? That girl from Windhill? Squall, you know who she is? Please go find her. She's here somewhere in the garden. Who are these guys? How are they connected? Squall? Yes, sir. Yeah, sure. No, just send me. It's fine. Don't, like, just say on the intercom or something. Squall, loans that girl, huh? You know, that little girl Laguna was taken care of. Probably. So she's in the garden? Where is she? Let's split up and find her. Hey, Squall, who's alone? She's a person in the dream world. Okay. I'll just accept that. Oh, Squall was looking a bit hungry there. Script is flawless, I know what you're talking about. When I grow up, I want to be a blitzball. Are these the new PS5 graphics? Yeah, as I said before... you know, it looks better but worse playing it this upscaled. But it's fun to make fun of. Bleep, 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 bleep. Play your friggin' Mog card! Bleep, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. Bleep, 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 bloop, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. Still looks better than Final Fantasy VIII. I think everything looks better. I think Atari 2600 looks better than Final Fantasy VIII. I just did not like the look of that game. It was just like, it was chibi, but it was like, I don't know, I just didn't like it. I just don't like that style. I would have rathered, like, I don't know. I would have rathered, like, full chibi, you know? Not like that half, it's chibi, but we're trying to make it look semi-good. It just didn't do it for me. Does the original Final Fantasy VIII look better than the remaster? Kinda. I don't know. The remaster looked fine. It's just... they did a really bad job with some things, because they upscaled the models, but not the backgrounds, and then some of the characters, because the way this game was made, some of the characters are actually part of the background at times, so if that happens, they look like complete garbage. It just... I don't know, it, like... it makes the imperfections look even worse, you know? Like, Final Fantasy VII Steam, they took the time to, like, really make every scene look good. Whatever they needed to do to make a scene look good, they did. And every single model in the game was remade by hand. But Final Fantasy VIII, they just took the main models and upscaled them and said, that's good. They did, like, it was pretty, very, very obvious that they rushed that remaster. Because they announced it at E3, I think it was E3. Then it was out, like, a few weeks later. And they said nothing about it after that. I cannot believe, I'm telling you, when I was a kid and I played this kid played Mog, like, within 3 games. I can't believe he still has not played this Mog card. He hasn't even played it. It's not like he played it and I didn't win it. He has not even pulled it out of the bag. I actually can't believe it. I don't know if maybe when you play the kid later, he has more cards, so it's like more likely he won't use it or something. I don't know. But like, this is insane. I never in my life have it taken so long on a card. Like, even the Zell card didn't take this long. Usually it's within like 7 or 8 games. We have played this kid like 4 or 5 times. Every time we've gone through the garden. He has still not played it. And this is the only card I want. I was like, I'll just get this card and then I'll be done with cards. And here we are. Still playing cards. Because he won't play it. See you, Jolly? Or, I don't know if you're leaving yet, or you're just saying you have to leave earlier, but... Frickin' kid. Dude, what is going on here? My things are not equal. Maybe the girl has it. I don't know. How's it going, Wushak? I don't know why, but the name Wushak reminded me of, it's the Love Shack. It's a little place where we can get together. Love Shack, baby. Love Shack, baby. Yes, Squall? Are you alone? No, she's an alien. Run! Look at her face. You're alone? The alone? What is going on? You know Laguna, don't you? I do. I really love Uncle Laguna. Then tell me, what is it that we experience? He's like losing his mind. I'm sorry, Squall. It's hard to explain. I do like this pose he's making, though. It's so like I feel it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a bit hard to make these models, like, show emotion. That's actually, like, a really good... I can feel the emotion coming out of that pose. But, one thing. It's about the past. So we were reviewing the past? Well, duh, look how old she is. Could have put that together yourself. People say you can't change the past. But even still, if there's a possibility, it's worth a try, right? Change the past? Is she serious? Give me a break. Are you the one responsible? Are you the one taking us to that dream world? I'm sorry. Not again. So much I don't understand. Why me? I have enough problems as it is. Don't get me involved in this. I'm sorry. Don't count on me. Oh god, he's drunk. Squall, did you find alone? I'm alone. Are you alright? Everyone wears tap shoes in this game. What Alone said under her breath was... You're my only hope. You could have explained a little more than that. Why do people depend on each other? In the end, you're on your own. I've made it this far by myself. Sure, I couldn't do a thing when I was a kid. I've depended on others, but... That's a cool shot. I'll be the first one to admit that I'm here because of other people. I'm fine by myself now. I have all the skills I need to survive. I'm not a child anymore. That's a lie. I don't know anything. I'm confused. I don't want to depend on anyone. How can I do that? Someone tell me. Someone? So I'll end up depending on others after all. Sis. I'm all alone, but I'm doing my best. Is that Charlie Brown? I'll be okay without you, sis. I'll be able to take care of myself. I think that those kind of parts are where Final Fantasy VIII shines the most. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but I feel like, at least in terms of like the personality of Final Fantasy VIII, those moments where like the music is somber and Squall is like arguing with himself in his head, I feel like that was what they wanted to do with the game. Like that's what makes this game different. That's what makes 8 stand out. Is these scenes where like Squall is arguing in his head and things are somber and you kind of get like an inside look at what Squall is dealing with. That stuff's good. I think that that's the personality of 8 that could have shined through and made 8 a great game. But it just doesn't go anywhere, you know? So I feel like they did a great job. Like the idea was there. It's just they didn't really like, I don't know. For me, it's just everything after this, everything after the idea part we're about to play just really throws everything out the window. The setup is so great, and then they miss the layup, you know? Because it would have been so easy to just take these parts where Squall is arguing with himself and the music really fits and everything's like, everything feels, like even with the bombing mission and stuff, everything feels so like out of control, and Squall can't control missiles flying towards the garden. He says that he he can do everything himself. He doesn't need to rely on other people. But he can't control missiles flying towards Garden. Like, he cannot do that. His gun blade is unable to stop missiles, right? So, like, he's coming to terms with the fact that he does have to rely on other people. But then, you know, the layup is just bringing that into the third act, bringing that into the ending of the game, where Squall does truly realize he has to work with other people, and that just doesn't happen, or it's not, even if it does happen, it's not interesting enough to really stick in our head. But we'll see. I'm going to follow the story with that in mind, and maybe I'll see something that I didn't see before. Monster Hunter, thank you so much for the 10 gifted sub bomb in the chat. Thank you, man. Good to see you. Hope you had a great week. I don't think I've seen you this week. Hope it's been good. Hey again. I wasn't asleep. Oh, really? I think I heard you talking in your sleep. I'm not telling you what you said. Hey, let's go for a walk. Again? That was a guided tour. This time it's a walk. Just go by yourself. It's safe here. What does that mean? He's afraid to go out? Oh, he means she's safe. It's not that I want a guard with me. You know, you're always too deep in thought. Why don't you lighten up a little? It's not good to think too much. What I'm trying to say is, it would be my honor to have your company, Your Highness, in hope that I may get your mind off things. What? How about it, Your Highness? Fine. Thank you, Your Highness. Alright, let's get going. That was playing along, saying fine. Yo-ho, live stream. Thank you for the lucky 7s. I'm glad you enjoyed the Calm Skip video. Renoa, best girl. I don't really like Renoa that much. I like her at this point, and I like her when you first meet her. But later, I don't. Again, like, I like all the characters' setups. It's the layup that gets me. It's the third act where they just kind of ruin every character one by one. But I don't hate Renoa, it's just that I don't think she doesn't get to the point where I'm like, best girl, you know? It gets to the point where I'm like, she's aight. Hello everyone, this is your headmaster speaking. This is the headmaster speaking. The lines have been fixed, and I'm glad to be back on the air. Hurrah! Whoa! Well, I guess that's why they couldn't ask for a loan on the speakers. Also, what? He just walked forward and then smacked into the wall? Boy, it's a slow day. Come on, give me a big one. And then he catches a big fish, right? right then. This game does have some great humor. Squall, this is the headmaster speaking. Please come to my office. Repeat, please come to my office right away. I forgot that he actually caught a fish there, too. Everybody, please remain calm. Also, please do not leave the garden under any circumstance until you are permitted. We will try to get things back in order ASAP. Thank you for your cooperation. Ah, Squall, thank you for coming. Here are your orders. We've landed on Fisherman's Horizon. Literally. Please go ashore with Zell and Renoa. Find the local mayor and apologize for this accident. Tell them that we come in peace. Take a look around the city while you're there, too. Yes, sir. Why do I have to go? Do you have something you want to tell me? No. Seed is not just a special force for combat. I want you to see the world, to broaden your horizons. I have high expectations of you, Squall. Do you have high expectations for me, or are we the only Seed members? Because I'm getting the feeling we are the only Seed members that exist. Now go. A game of cards? I have to save before playing Sid and cards. He doesn't mess around. What's up? Are we going to Fisherman's? We're here. We'll land at Fisherman's Horizon. We have landed. We are inside Fisherman's Horizon currently. We'll make an official apology, then observe the town. Yo, go to the second floor deck to get to Fisherman's. The front gate's closed. Sid has had Mog this whole time. Yo, Aaron, thank you so much for the 37 months, man. 37-month Prime. Appreciate it, dude. Bring Seed Captain Renoa. Yeah, why is Renoa coming? Why was he like, bring Renoa? She's not a Seed. Yo, thanks, Superfuzz. Here they come. Hey, how's it going? So, I'm not sure how... Because this is just like a crane that's like on the edge of Fisherman's Horizon. How did that stop the garden? Wouldn't it crash through this and like completely level all of Fisherman's Horizon? Or at least hit like whatever base Fisherman's Horizon is on? Like certainly it's going to crash through this thing. We've come to warn you before you go ashore. Do not engage in any type of armed conflict in the city. We do not tolerate belligerents here. Do you understand? Yes. I still have my gun in my pocket, but yes. We are representatives of the garden and we come in peace. Welcome to Fisherman's Horizon. We just call it FH. Okay. You should go visit the mayor. His house is in the middle of the city. He's the head of FH. We'll do just that. Good, looks like we understand each other. Man, this is a heck of a mess. I'm terribly sorry. It was inevitable, we lost control of the garden. Nah, don't worry about it. What's important is that nobody got hurt. We love fixing stuff anyway. Kick back and enjoy your stay. The jam. Everyone loves this song. I don't like this song as much as everyone else does, but I still like it. But some people say this is like the best song on the soundtrack. I disagree, but it's good. Yo, Jesse, thanks so much for being here. Thank you very much. Everyone give Jesse a warm welcome. Sorry about your fish. Wait, can I not talk to the old man? Oh, there we go. I heard Balam Garden lost control. You heard? You mean you saw and it almost killed you? What are you talking about? How's it going, Zycros? Thanks, man. Also, how'd you hear that? I just said it to the guy over there like 2 seconds ago. Also, I got paid. Yeah, this place is the definition of chill. Also, this guy's name is Familiar Face, which I find funny. So you guys going to Esther? Esther? You know, that high-tech city. It's just beyond the train tracks. I guess you're not going there. A lot of people who stopped here go there. The trains are down, so the best way to get there is walk from here. What a joke, huh? I don't know why that's a joke. Anyway, you guys had an accident and came here, huh? I guess I shouldn't keep you. Okay, get on. Sometimes you watch videos twice so you can focus on the chat and focus on death. I like it. I like your style. Elsewhere, thank you for the gifted sub to Jesse. Welcome to the crew, Jesse. Thanks again for being here. And Bubbly, thank you for the gifted sub to Salmon. It's pronounced Fame Liareface. It's French, like everything in this game. Every Friday morning is Fantathon Day, and we stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. This sound effect of this door opening sounds like the sound effect when you step on the key to get the cursed ring in 7. Wee baguette. Please have a seat. I love that Squall is incapable of sitting on his butt. Allow me to get to the point. When are you leaving? He's not wasting any time. We'll leave as soon as the garden is capable of moving. Any idea when? I'm afraid not. We only discovered that our garden is mobile a short while ago. Therefore, we don't even know how to move it. We're still in the process of understanding everything. Our technicians will assist you. They should be able to repair and service everything. How does that sound? That means we'll have to let outsiders into the garden. I can't make this decision alone. Go consult with your leader if you don't have the authority. Smart mayor. Excuse me, why do you want us to leave so bad? Facepalm. Please just keep your mouth shut. They must have their reasons. Who cares? We don't want military organizations in FH. You rely on force to solve problems. That is in direct defiance of our principles. We believe that any problem can be settled by discussion. Also, her name is Flo, and I find that funny. If you reach a mutual understanding, there is no need to fight. No argument there. Trite, dull as hell, though. Violence only leads to more violence. We believe your presence here will attract violence. That's why we want you to leave as soon as possible. Let's go back to garden. Good job, Zell. You said nothing. Success. A lot has happened since then. Banished from Galbadia Garden. Everything I built up gone. After wandering around mindlessly, the people of this town welcomed me with open arms. The townspeople encouraged me to start over. Very kind, even towards a man who, like me, who has nothing. You have a nice suit. I'm so ashamed! I feel like they were really proud of their hand gestures in this game, because everyone face palms or puts their head in their hands. Man, that geezer ticked me off. Squall, why didn't you tell him off? Why would I do that? He was completely in his right. Also, Zell's head looks really goofy here. You can make it go whoop, whoop, whoop. Forget it. You can't expect everyone to welcome us. Why would they welcome us? We crashed into their town. G, 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 Galbadian soldiers. Wait! She looks considerably older here. She looked like younger when she was sitting. The Galbadians are here because of you, right? They're after you. They did it because of you, okay? You better take full responsibility. It's your fault. Fine, we'll take care of them. I don't like the sound of her tone, though. We mustn't rely on them. They won't be able to do anything without fighting. Don't tell me he's going to try to reason with them. He's going to go try reason with them. I'll go talk to them. He's dead. Skull sounded like me there for a second. Not very progressive of you. Yo, Ronald. We absolutely negotiate with terrorists. Are we like all junctioned or what? I don't even know. Oh, we didn't junction Leviathan yet. Zell should probably get him because he only has 2. Oh, she only has 2 also. I should give... I should give it to Zell because then I can get Spirit. What do you get? Oh, he's more of a magic junction. Magic, spirit. Actually, mostly just spirit. Spirit plus 20%. Auto potion. Sure. I already have magic junction, but what's wrong with Squall? Dude, look at the HP difference. You need HP junction, girl. The one thing that I really like about the way the GFs work in this game is that you can junction multiple. So it's always good when you get a GF. You know what I mean? Like, it always makes you stronger. The thing about 6, I love the way the summon system works in 6, but one of the issues is, like, when you get a new summon, it doesn't necessarily make you stronger. Like, you know what I mean? If it doesn't have anything you want, then you might not equip it, and then it's almost like you didn't get anything. But here, like, every time you get a GF, it's always an event. It always makes someone stronger in some way, and you can start learning new things, and it's like, it's always exciting. Yeah, it definitely owes a lot to 6's system, though. Blah! So, quick question. You don't believe in violence, but you got this thing walking around? Actually, I guess this is a Galbadian thing, right? It's a robot. Doesn't look like a robot, but I think it's a robot. It's a monster robot. You wouldn't tell it's Galbadian until you look at the name. Yeah, we were saying earlier, the enemy models in this game are fantastic. There's really some cool enemies in this game, and they're pretty memorable. Pretty unique. They don't repeat as much. I mean, just like put this game versus like 10. 10 had some really cool enemy models, but it also had some really lame ones, and also a ton of repeated ones. It's one of the biggest gripes people have with 10 is how, like, you fight green wolf in the woods, and then blue wolf in the ice place, and then red wolf in the lava place. Or blue flan, and then green flan, and then purple flan. I kind of liked that, because it was easier to, like, follow and understand weaknesses and stuff, but looking back on it, it would have been nice to have a bit more variety. But they also had the monster hunting thing, so I guess they wanted to make sure they didn't have too many enemies. Yeah, let's just sleep right now. Sounds like a good idea. Ooh, nice shot. Ooh. Take those aura spells. One. What kind of foolishness? I really need to find a weapon shop. I've actually gotten a lot of items. I might be able to make, like, one weapon. For Squall and no one else, because no one else's weapons really matter. Zell's kind of matter. That's it. Hog Launcher MVP. Yeah, they do look similar to the Final Fantasy X enemies. I want to get a full stack of Fyra for Zell, because I think it might be better for attack than what he has. I think he has double in attack right now. I don't think he has 100 double. No, she doesn't. I could probably move stuff around to give all three a HP junction, but it's not that big of a deal. Low health just means more limits. As long as you have one character with high health so you don't die, the other ones can have, like, no health at all. Just means more damage. How's it going, Arco? How you doing today? How do I like Final Fantasy VIII? I like it. There's a lot I really like about 8. I just think it's a bit missed potential in some areas. And especially the characters I don't like, which is a big deal for me. But, like, I still like playing it. I still enjoy my playthroughs of it. I've played through it. This is my 4th playthrough, I think. Like, technically, I played through it as a kid and then played the first part of it a million times. And then we did a playthrough of the remaster, and then we did another playthrough of the remaster, and now I'm doing this playthrough. I've enjoyed every playthrough. I like the junction system. The music might be my favorite of the whole series. And there's a lot of other things I like, but some things I dislike as well, especially the story and the characters, which is a big miss for me, and that's unfortunate because that's what I like most about Final Fantasy. So that keeps it from being one of my favorites for sure. Yeah, I saw that. It'll probably be fine. About Haven. It'll probably be fine. I don't have any issue with all that. I find it weird that the game, the rating says that there's nudity in the game, because from what you sent me, it's not really nudity. You know, it's no worse than like any mobile game I've ever seen. So I don't know why they like force them to put nudity on the ESRB rating. I think it says that from what I read. She is, but like, I mean, literally Hades is worse. Like, Aphrodite in Hades, like, is worse than that. And Hades is like tea, isn't it? So there's this indie game called Haven, and Arco added it to the trophy quest, and it's a game about like a relationship between a guy and a girl in like a fantasy setting, and it gets pretty like, you know, they talk about relationship stuff, right? And there's some scenes where like there's covered nudity, and for some reason when I like Googled it, the ESRB rating, I believe, said it had nudity. So when he added it, I was like, okay, I gotta, you know, look at this because I can't have any like nudity on Twitch on the stream, so I need to look into it to make sure we can play it. But it's all like covered nudity, so I don't know why the ESRB even said there's a nudity problem in the game, because it's no worse than like a mobile game that has covered nudity, or like I said, Hades, when you get an Aphrodite boon, there's a picture of Aphrodite and she's naked but she's covered, and like that does, like I said, I'm pretty sure that game is like tea. So I don't know why they made a deal out of it at all. Yeah, usually it says like partial nudity is what I usually see on the label if it's covered. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, but Siren, that's too much for sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, like, I have legitimately seen worse on the public PSN store than in any part of the pictures you sent. I have accidentally run into far worse just scrolling through the PSN store. So, ESRB couldn't shove it. I was talking the other day about how I was watching a YouTube video that was family friendly, and my son was standing there watching it, and a freaking ad comes on randomly of one of those stupid mobile games that the whole point is to be raunchy, You know, it's oh my god, that ad, have you seen that ad? The Idol Angels ad? Where the guy is like, oh, I really like these girls, and, you know, I like poking them. That ad came on, and I'm like, what the heck? I like knock my phone off the table. Don't watch this. Like, what the? Are you serious? I can understand having a mobile ad, but good lord. Freaking all the content creators I know get blasted because they have girls in their video, and yet the freaking ads are like, you know. That's the thing, like, if the game is a Greek mythology game about angels, then, like, sure, there's gonna be some stuff. And if they gotta show the game and that's part of the game, like, whatever. But the fact that the ad, that's what it is the guy, like, oogling over the girls, and that's the whole point, is to, like, be shocking. Like, no, get that off my YouTube. Like, at the very least, it better be an age-restricted video to play that ad. I'm watching frickin' Barney clips, and that frickin' ad comes on. Are you kidding me? Frickin' YouTube. The Peach spanking ad? Oh my god. I remember there used to be some pretty weird ads on, like, Nickelodeon. Nothing that bad, but there used to be some interesting ads on Nickelodeon. I think, like, why is this on Nickelodeon?